The problem is your prospects have heard it all before and they don't believe you. You may be awesome at what you do. Perhaps you're even the best in your industry, but here's the big problem. If your audience doesn't know this or doesn't believe you, you're invisible. You're destined to be a well-kept secret. And unfortunately, businesses that are well-kept secrets dwindle and die. In this episode, I'm going to share with you the 3 types of irrefutable proof you need to take prospects from skeptical and scared to doing business and practically begging you to take their money, and constantly sending you a stream of referrals. The days when you can make vague, baseless claims in your marketing are over.
What's the key to life? Money, power, success? Time waits, don't know how many hours.
If you want your marketing to cut through, these are the 3 types of proof that you need to have. Number 1, internal proof. Number 2, social proof. Number 3, proof from trusted third parties. Let's start with internal proof. Is your claim, offer, or promise believable? Can a reasonable person from your target market believe that you can solve their problem? Even when your message is 100% true, which of course it should be, there's a credibility and believability gap that you need to overcome. A great way to do this is with internal proof. Internal proof is things like company data or metrics, usage numbers, uptime statistics, performance benchmarks, or retention rates. For example, instead of saying we have the best customer service in the industry, which is vague and hard to believe and unquantifiable, say 94% of our first-time buyers become repeat customers. Instead of just making unsubstantiated claims, back it up with numbers. If you have better customer service, can you prove it? Next is customer case studies or stories that can be written by you and your team. If you sell something visual, then product demos, screenshots, or walkthroughs showing the features working. Whenever possible, and it's almost always possible, show rather than tell. Internal proof takes unbelievable sounding claims and turns them into fact. Social proof is a powerful psychological phenomenon where people look to the actions of others to decide what to do, especially people who are in a similar situation to them. When people are uncertain about what to do, like when they're deciding who to buy from, social proof can be powerful in swaying their decision. Social proof reassures your prospects that you're legitimate and trustworthy. Some common sources of social proof include online reviews and ratings. If your product or service has many positive reviews, it will be trusted more because it has been socially proved by other customers. Testimonials from customers who were in a similar situation to you can provide proof that your product or service works well. I was lost and now I'm found thanks to your product or service is a very powerful narrative. An important tip about social proof is it's important to provide proof that they can do it, not just that you're good at what you do. Someone may believe that you're really good at what you do, but they may not believe that they can apply it themselves. For example, I may believe that you're an excellent trainer, but I may not believe that I can stick to my diet. So it's important to have lots of social proof of people in a similar situation to your ideal prospect. Volume and quantity will greatly affect how powerful your social proof is. If you have a few vague anonymous quotes on your website, that's weak, and most people will assume they're just made up. Contrast this with a wall of love, a page on your website packed with dozens or hundreds of high-quality testimonials, reviews, and endorsements. Volume, quality, and specificity help break down skepticism. If you run a local business or have a physical presence, consider creating a wall of love. Get social proof enlarged and printed and literally stick it up on the wall. Imagine prospects walking in and seeing a wall covered floor to ceiling in reviews, endorsements, and love from past customers. That's powerful. Social proof can be a bit of a chicken and egg scenario if you're just starting out. You don't have a lot of social proof, which hurts your ability to get new customers, and your lack of customers prevents you from having overwhelming social proof. So what do? My first piece of advice here is don't be dishonest and make it up. It's bad karma, it's unnecessary, and you'll probably get found out. There are 2 ways to solve this honestly. The first way is to give your product or service away for free to a select group in your target market and ask them for an honest review in exchange. The second way is to ask someone you've worked with in the past for a character testimonial. Even if your work with them isn't directly relevant to what you're currently selling, a character testimonial can go a long way in establishing trust and confidence in you. People just want to know that they can trust you. Are you competent? Will you do what you promised to do? Your past performance is the best predictor of what you'll do in the future. Next, I'm going to give you some practical tips on collecting reviews and testimonials. Most businesses don't have a systematic way to collect reviews and testimonials. When they do ask for them, they often do so in a haphazard way, leaving the person they're asking to their own devices. This leads to low response rate and poor quality results. You'll radically improve the quality and quantity of the reviews and testimonials you'll get if your requests are frictionless and as specific as possible. Ensure that collecting reviews and testimonials is process-driven and at least partially automated. Depending on your business, you may even be able to fully automate the whole process through your CRM system or specialized tools that are used to collect social proof. The next thing is to make the logistics frictionless. For example, if you're requesting video testimonials, which you should, there are several roadblocks that the person you're requesting may encounter. To start with, there are the technical challenges. They'll be recording the video on their mobile device or computer, so they need to know how to do that. Then they'll need a way to send the file to you. High-quality video files tend to be quite large, so they'll likely need to upload them to a file sharing service and share the link with you. None of this is insurmountable, but every additional point of friction reduces the number of people who comply with your request. This is where your review and testimonial collection tools can be incredibly helpful. They can reduce the number of steps required and simplify each step. Then there's the challenge of customers not knowing what to do, say, or write. Under pressure, most people get stuck, and this won't produce anything meaningful, even if they liked your product or service. Or if they do produce something, it likely won't be very useful. This is where you might give them some samples that they can adopt or edit. It's often easier for most people than staring at a blinking cursor or a camera lens. Also, instead of asking them for a testimonial, which feels like a weird ask, frame it as feedback. You might say, "Mr. Customer, can I get your feedback?" People love giving their opinions, and most of them will say, "Sure." Then ask a few simple questions. Why were you unsure or skeptical about buying our product? What made you ultimately decide to purchase? What specific benefits have you received? Who would you recommend this product to and why? After they answer, ask, "Would you mind if I used your comments in our marketing material?" Most people will be okay with that. You've now made it much easier for them to provide reviews and testimonials and for yourself to collect them. To capture this on video in a very frictionless way, you can just have an online meeting with them and hit record. Afterward, you have the recording edited and cut out any boring or unnecessary parts and just leave the most impactful highlights. The third type of proof is proof from trusted third parties. It's pretty common for businesses to claim to be the leader in their industry. It's a lot less common for this to be true and much less common for them to have any proof to support their claims. Quotes from authorities and experts can overcome this. Positive comments from trusted authorities, experts, or voices in your field allow some of the trust the consumer has in them to rub off on you. External research or testing such as lab results, Q&A reports, and internal studies are really powerful proof elements. Another one is well-known customers. Are there any prestigious or well-known businesses, organizations, or people who are using your product or service? Using their logo or likeness in your marketing material, with permission of course, signals that what you do is trustworthy and high quality. Then there's awards. Have you won any awards or been nominated for any awards or prizes? Lastly is celebrity endorsements. It's no coincidence that celebrities are used extensively in marketing. Their personal brand has a halo effect on the products and services that they use and endorse. So these are the three types of proof that you need to have in your marketing to really cut through: internal proof, social proof, and third-party proof. The problem is your prospects have heard it all before and they don't believe you. Also, they have no way of verifying what you're saying without actually doing business with you. How do you communicate your awesomeness without the sale? You do so with overwhelming proof. Overwhelming both in terms of quality and quantity. So go out there and get that proof and get your marketing to really cut through. If this video resonated with you, click the video on the screen to watch the next one and keep learning.